All right, what if I told you that you could take a simple idea and turn it into a high-value digital product with pretty much zero startup cost? I'm serious. We're talking about building your own custom AI and selling it for hundreds, maybe even $1,000. Sound interesting? Okay, let's dive right in.
So, build an AI in just 2 hours? I know, it sounds a little crazy, right? But seriously? What if you could actually create a fully functional, custom AI assistant in about the time it takes to watch a movie? It's possible.
And then turn around and sell that exact creation for a serious profit? Yeah. We're not talking about pennies here, folks. This is real, substantial income from a skill you could literally start learning this afternoon. It's a game changer.
Okay, so you might be thinking, sure, but is anyone actually buying these? Well, this isn't some tiny little niche market. The opportunity here is absolutely massive. Just look at this number, $200 million. That's right, that's the estimated annual market for these custom GPTs. And it's not just big, it is exploding. We're talking about a mind-blowing 400% year-over-year growth. So the takeaway here is simple. The demand is real, it's here now, and it is growing incredibly fast.
So let's break this down. Why does this $200 million market even exist? And more importantly, why is it so accessible to people like you and me? I'm talking even if you've never written a single line of code in your life.
Okay, check this out. This chart tells you everything you need to know. A staggering 78% of small businesses want to use custom AI. They know they need it. But here's the catch. They just don't have the people on staff who can build it. And that creates this massive opportunity gap. A huge pool of clients who are desperate for exactly what you can learn to create.
And hey, this isn't just some abstract theory. Take Jessica, a marketing coordinator. In her very first week, she made $300 building a custom GPT for a real estate agent. Pretty cool, right? Well, by her second month, she was already pulling in $1,800 a month. This just goes to show how fast you can go from zero to a legitimate side income.
So let's just recap why this is such a golden opportunity. First, the demand for quality GPTs is super high. The barrier to entry? Incredibly low. You don't need to code. You can deliver a finished product in a matter of hours, not weeks. Plus, it's scalable. You can build a template once and sell it over and over. And the cherry on top? You can even create recurring revenue. It's kind of the perfect side hustle right now.
All right, so let's get into the fun part, the actual creation process. You're probably going to be surprised by how simple this is. It really just boils down to 3 main steps.
Step 1 is all about the plan. You got to find a target market and a specific problem they're struggling with. Then, step 2, you build. This is where you use the GPT Builder. It's this super simple no-code tool right inside ChatGPT+. It lets you create your own custom AI. And when I say GPT, all that means is a version of ChatGPT that you've trained to do one very specific thing. Finally, step 3, you test it and publish. Make sure it's working perfectly, and then you just share the private link with your client. That's literally it.
Okay, now if there's one thing you take away from this, let it be this part. The absolute secret sauce, the magic ingredient, is the instructions you write. Seriously, the quality of your GPT comes down almost entirely to how well you tell it what to do. You know, if you just say, write real estate copy, you're going to get boring generic stuff. But if you give it a detailed instruction, something like, you are a professional real estate copywriter specializing in compelling, emotionally resonant property descriptions for luxury homes, boom. That's what turns a basic tool into a high-value specialist assistant that people will pay for.
Okay, so you've built this amazing, powerful tool. Awesome. Now for the million-dollar question, or at least the $1,000 question, what do you charge for it? Let's get into the numbers.
So when you're just starting out, say in your first couple of months, you can realistically aim for anywhere between $500 to $2,000 a month. Not bad, right? But as you get better, that number can really start to climb. People who are just 2 to 6 months in are often earning between $2,000 and $6,000 a month. The growth potential here is real, and it's fast. Look, a great way to handle your pricing is to offer packages. You could have a basic package for a simple, single-function GPT, maybe $100 to $300. But honestly, the sweet spot where you want to be is this standard package. This is where you add a custom knowledge base, like you feed it the company's internal documents. And for that, you can easily charge $300 to $800. And then you have the premium tier. This is for the really complex stuff, like connecting the GPT to other software they use. And for that, you can command over $800 no problem.
And here's a pro tip. Don't forget about recurring revenue. You can easily upsell a client on a maintenance contract for updates and support. Think about it. A simple $200 a month retainer from just one client starts building you a reliable passive income stream on top of all your project fees. It's a no-brainer.
Okay, you've got a product, you've got your pricing, but now comes the part that trips a lot of people up. Where do you actually find the clients who will pay you? I know, this can feel like the biggest hurdle, but trust me, it's easier than you think.
For beginners, a platform like Upwork is honestly fantastic. It's the best place to land those custom, higher-paying projects. Fiverr is also great, but it's more for if you want to sell templated, pre-packaged GPTs. And hey, don't sleep on places like Reddit. You can connect directly with business owners in subreddits like For Hire or even in niche groups where your ideal clients are already hanging out.
Now, when you do reach out, this is absolutely crucial. Please do not lead with the technology. Lead with their problem. Your pitch should not be about how cool a GPT is. It needs to be about what it will do for them. Frame it around their specific pain point and how your creation is the exact solution.
We call this the value-first pitch. See, you're not selling a custom GPT. Nobody really knows what that means. You're selling 10 hours of saved time every single week. You're selling perfectly formatted social media posts in 30 seconds. You have to focus on the tangible, valuable outcome for your client. That's what gets them to say yes.
All right, we've covered the huge opportunity, how to build these things, how to price them, and even where to find clients. So let's wrap this all up with a super clear, actionable plan you can literally start on the second this is over. So here it is, your action plan for the next 7 days. You ready? Step 1, get ChatGPT Plus. It's $20 and that is literally your only startup cost. Step 2, build 2 or 3 simple GPTs to create a little portfolio just to show off your skills. Step 3, get a profile up on Upwork or Fiverr and put those examples right on there. And finally, step 4, send out 5 personalized proposals. And I mean personalized. Don't just spam people. Find real problems you know you can solve.
Look, the market is ready. The tools are right there at your fingertips, and the demand is absolutely huge. The only thing missing from this equation is you. Your first $500 client is out there, right now, just waiting for a solution that you can create for them. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build?